Hey, hey.
What it is, yo, or what's up? Can a player just keep in touch? Crank you up like you ain't been. Show us all how to really give it up. And give me your number.
What's up? Peace and blessings, folks. You already know how we rocking. This your boy Don Juan, woke and nostalgic, and I'm back with another video. Today we talking about what that mouth do. Dat Mouf Do though. That's what we talking about. Talking all about the throat chakra. This chakra deals with truth, communication, which is more than just talking and having a response to something and having a clap back, a snap back, dealing with listening, and sometimes just, you know, being quiet. We're gonna say that. To express your own unique truth with this chakra, or it's not gonna work. It's gonna be blocked, underused, and you gotta express yourself truthfully, and it has to be unique to yourself. You have to have, you know, some kind of inspiration, some kind of swag, some kind of spiritual swag. You know, the ancestors bless us all with everything, so we gotta use our own unique gifts with this chakra when we speaking our truth. This chakra is the color blue. Of course, you see I got my blue on. You know, it's the element ether. Ether is just like spirit, basically. Ether exists all around us. Ether is the spirit of life, the spirit of the universe, the spirit of creation of ourselves. The body parts associated with this chakra is the tongue, ears, nose, jaws, the lymphatic system, which deals with immunity. It sends lymph, which is just a clear substance through our body to clear out like toxins and everything. And the throat chakra is not actually like, you know, at your throat. It's actually like right here where you got that little dip in your chest. At it starts about right there. And for all chakras, they spin clockwise and they rotate backwards outside of us, and they spin counterclockwise. So chakras spin forward and they spin backwards, clockwise and counterclockwise. So that's important to know. This chakra is blocked by lies, the ones we tell ourselves. It's blocked by all things like BS. What else blocks this chakra? Negative thinking. You know, people want to be all Debbie Down, woe is me, I can't do this, I'm this kind of person. Like, you know, that blocks the chakra completely. This chakra is blocked. You're shy. You really don't speak up for yourself. You kind of meek. You'll let somebody else, you know, kind of take the floor, have their opinion over yours. Also, gossip blocks this. When, you know, we all be talking about our friends and what the next person did or didn't do, you know, worry about yourself. This gossip really just eliminates all things on this chakra, all positive things on this chakra. And it's overactive when you talk too much. Y'all, this is probably my most comfortable chakra. You know, I got the gift of gab. I like to talk to the people and, you know, do my thing or whatever. So, you know, I can talk a lot sometimes, and I gotta realize that it's about balance, knowing when to speak and knowing when to listen. You gotta have the last word. You know, you can't never just be content with just letting somebody have it. And you self-centered. It's always I and me this and my that and I and you know, it's all about self. Open it to balance it to Warren G, whatever. You know, we had to regulate to balance this chakra. You know, you can talk to yourself. When talking to yourself, it's basically what you do when you pray of yourself, which will help you get in tune with like your environment around you, in nature. Use the color blue, whether you wear it, you know, whether you eat blueberries, blackberries, what else can you eat? Lemons, honey, herbal tea, water. Because our bodies are made mostly of water, so we have to put water back in our bodies to, you know, help regulate our chakras. We don't want them to be, you know, spinning too largely, too small. We want them like, you know, just right about the size of like, you know, a CD. It's very good because it helps with spinal alignment, and it's important to note that you have 33 vertebrae in your spinal column, and your throat chakra is your 6th vertebrae, which equates to your 5th chakra. You know, so you guys can look up some other things about you know, spinal healing and yoga. I don't really know like a lot of poses. I'm not as you know, well versed on my yoga stuff. I don't do yoga or whatever, but I heard it's a really good, you know, a lot of our ailments and, you know, diseases and everything that we have, like spinal alignment, you know, get that right on up. And also stones, y'all know I love my stones. Angelite helps with speaking to the physical and non-physical, you know, speak with the ancestors, speak with your inner self, your outer self, your ethereal self, yourself on all levels. Serpentine, however you want to say it. All chakra activation with that kundalini energy that rises up your 33 vertebrae and your spine. Howlite, it helps with like relieving anxiety. So if you're like scared to speak, or like me, if you speak too fast, or if you think you talk a lot, it just kind of, you know, woosah, woosah, woosah. You know, you can take your time, it's all good. And then rose quartz, because it just helps with like that love frequency, and like when, you know, when you love yourself and you love the people around you, you okay to speak your truth and express your individual self, because you don't have like that fear of being judged and everything like that. Also like turquoise, aquamarine, tanzanite, etc. The metaphysical gift that's associated with the throat chakra is clairaudience, and that has everything to do with like hearing the non-audible. So whether that be like a high-pitched ringing, or, you know, a message from the ancestors, or, you know, just whatever thing that is not from like this physical world, like people are able to tune in to, you know, different frequencies, like our radio. Like 1 minute you on Hot 107.9, then you on B103, then you on Star 94, then you on, you know, Kiss and all this other stuff. So, you know, it's just about being able to change the frequencies and hear other forms of life. And what we have to say isn't always important, so we have to take a step back and like really just like listen to those outside voices sometimes, and then, you know, process it, analyze it for yourself. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, so, you know, chakras all are associated with glands in our body, and this one is associated with the the thyroid gland. This gland helps with, the thyroid gland secretes hormones that help with your metabolism regulation, helps control how fast or how slow cells process energy, and it just regulates your body energy in general. So for the spiritual side of this though, it's the communication between your head and your heart. So, you know, your third eye chakra and your heart chakra, just going in between those two and allowing those energies to play and work off of each other, and for you to you know, be in tune with your emotions, but also like be in tune with your mind, but not letting the two overpower each other, because at the same time it's always about balance. So, you know, ask yourself, what that mouth do? You know, if a person's speaking bad, if a person always got something, you know, negative to say, whether it's about the next person or about themselves, you know, just analyze that. How do you speak to yourself? How do you speak about other people? You know, what's your energy like when you open your mouth? Do you have something positive to say? You know, if it's not, then 9 times out of 10, your throat chakra, you know, could use some balance. It's all about balance. The thing is, like, opening the chakras is not, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not as easy as, it's not as hard as maintaining them and maintaining balance. And it's all about discipline. And just the people who've been reaching out to me, showing me love on my channel and everything, you know, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the people who've been doing it, appreciate the new people. You know, just keep sticking with your boy. This ain't the last video, you know, we got a few more chakras to go into, and yeah, like, subscribe, share, and, you know, we out of here. Peace and blessings.